It's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. We are here at Holden Arboretum at the very top of the Emergent Tower, and we're here with Eva Rodriguez, who is the Interpretive Services Coordinator. Eva, how exciting. How high up are we actually?
Okay, so we're at the top of a 12-story building, basically. 222 steps up, 120 feet up above the forest floor.
Wow.
Pretty amazing.
This is incredible. So you're really above the canopy of the trees.
Oh yeah, totally above the canopy of the trees. We're up in the sky here. We can see all sorts of things from this angle.
Right. So you are Interpretive Services Coordinator, which has a lot to do with the signage here, right? Talk about what you guys have done in the past year since this has been open to really make it a better experience for people.
Absolutely. So interpretation, we're not interpreting actual human language here. We're interpreting science. We're interpreting nature, okay? So all of these trees that we see out here, they have a story to tell us. And we're here to tell that story on the Emergent Tower. So all the way up the tower, we get a sense of what trees do, their physiology, right? So their physical features and how that impacts their life, okay? So for example, we start from the bottom, right? The bottom of a tree, how can you imagine the bottom of the tree? Its roots are flared out into the ground to anchor it in. When you look at the Emergent Tower, you see that same design. You see these big, long flares out. It's replicating the tree's physiology, okay? So as we go up higher and higher, we're learning more about the physiology of the tree. When we finally get to the top of the tower, we learn what that physiology does and how it affects the entire landscape, everything that we see in every direction of Northeast Ohio.
So you're helping people at every step of the way. I love being here at the Arboretum because it's sort of like a tree museum. You know, you've got all these labels for almost every tree that's out here, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We are a tree museum. We have these amazing collections from all around the world. But we also like to focus on our native forests, which is what we see, the bulk of what we see here at the top of the tower and all throughout the canopy walk too.
Yeah, talk about the canopy walk, because that's pretty awesome. It's like 500 feet or so, and you can just sort of walk, and you get a view that you really can't get anywhere else. I don't know any other place you can get that.
Yeah, it's a totally different perspective, you know. We are so used to being on the forest floor, probably looking down at our feet, making sure we don't trip over something. In this case, we're in a 500-foot walkway, 65 feet above the forest floor, in the canopy. And that's a whole different way of life up there. And we really highlight a lot of those interesting animals and wildlife that we see in the canopy that we wouldn't normally see on the forest floor.
Well, Eva, thanks so much for helping us interpret what's going on here and taking a few moments.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for coming out.
Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.